Hi guys, I just got out of the shower and I thought I would do a quick makeup look with you. It is summer break, so I don't have anything too pressing going on right now, so I'm not going to load on a lot of makeup, but I do like to get myself ready for the day. And I just thought maybe that was something you might want to see. So I already put on my sunscreen primer. I'm using retinol now, or I am supposed to be using it more than I actually have been. But I know that it makes you more prone to sun damage and skin aging if you're not protecting your new healthy skin. So I just want to make sure that I am using sunscreen regularly. I am on medication that makes me more prone to burning. So, you know, I don't want to burn. Usually I tan after that, but I don't want that to happen. So I try to remember to use my sunscreen every day. It doesn't always happen, but I try. So I just put on a little bit of eye primer, and I'm going to do that while my sunscreen dries. I'm going to do my eyes before I go in with my minimal amount of face stuff, but I say that and then watch, it's going to be like a Kardashian look. I'm going to do my brows, and for a little bit I was on board with the boy brow trend, but it just doesn't suit my face, I don't think, because I like to do a lot of eye makeup, and the thicker and heavier my brows are, the less eye makeup I can get away with, and it's just a personal preference. I don't care if I look older because my eyebrows are thinner. I just, you know, I am who I am and I like what I like, so doing eyeshadow and a thinner brow makes me happy, and being the age that I am now, I am more comfortable just being myself and doing what I like to do instead of, you know, worrying about what other people are doing or thinking. So I'm just gonna do me, and that's okay because the world would be boring if we were all the same. So I am currently doing a project pan use it sort of project. So I'm going to use some of the products that I've picked for that just to make sure that I'm getting use in those projects. And yes, I am using brushes that are already dirty because I don't care. And I'm just going in with some Bare Minerals, what's this called? Mineral Tint or something? Mineral Veil, to set that eye primer under my brow. It's supposed to be like a finishing powder, I think, but I don't know. I like to use powder foundation, so I don't know why I would add more powder on top of powder foundation. It just has never made sense to me, so I just don't use it that way, but I do like to use it to set my primer. I'm going to go in with just a light transition color to define my eye crease, and this is not available. I'm sure this is not available anymore, but just if you're wondering, this is the Friends Revolution Rachel palette, and one of the shadows in here I've been working on for my project. What is it? 80s, child of the 80s. So I'm gonna blend out that crease transition. This helps me to put more eyeshadow color on and help it blend out easier, as opposed to it just kind of sticking to the primer and looking patchy. This smooths that out, so that's why I try to do this. Obviously I do it a lot because I've hit pan in this color specifically. because I feel like this is a good neutral tone for me. Next, I will use a different brush that, yes, is already, okay, that one's too dirty. Let me grab a different one. Okay, this one's less dirty than the other dirty brush that I was, anyway, so I'm going to use this brown. It's just a mid-tone, kind of verging on a little bit darker brown. And I'm going to go in a little bit closer to the lid to act like a natural shadow. Not that, you know, most things that I do with my eyes in the summer is natural at all. I really like to play with different colors during the summer. Although I do some colorful looks for school too. It's not like, I mean, I'm not super toned down during the school year, but I do try to keep it a little more, I don't even want to say professional, because I feel like wearing colorful eyeshadow isn't super professional, but I don't do a lot of like face or lip stuff if I'm doing colorful eyes at school. So I feel like it balances out, that I have one kind of fun and creative and artistic shading, and then the rest of it's really neutral. But during the summer, I like to enjoy looks that are a little bolder than I would wear probably during the school year. But it is me, so I'm not saying I don't like wearing bold during the school year. I'm just saying not as much. Okay, so I am going to, whoops, I'm going to go in with a glitter primer. It's a glitter glue, glitter primer, like it's from NYX, and I've used it for years. It just makes the shimmer and, well, come on now, the shimmer and glitter shades that I use stick a little better, so they don't wind up, you know, all over my face, and it makes them show up a little more than they would without it. So I do recommend some sort of a glitter primer or a glitter, you know, a shadow glitter glue if you do like looks that are a little more shimmery and not straight matte. Because if you use it with matte shadows, I've found that it makes it stick more and become more patchy, so I don't like using it if I'm putting matte on. But today we are using the, oh, spoiler alert, I did hit pan already. I've used it once. I knew I would. In the video I said I thought I would, but I'm using the shade Tag because it is in my project. And I'm going to do kind of like a one and done all over the lid. That's not true. I already did 2 others, but I'm making sure that this is the prominent lid shade. So I'm just going to pat that all over the lid with my brush. And then a little bit more with my finger on top. See how that made it a little more shiny? I hope you can tell. It just made it stand out a little bit more. Oops. And then I am going to go in with a more colorful, should I use blue? I'm wearing a blue shirt. Is that tacky? Is that tacky? Yeah, I guess I'll do blue. And I'll do like a rainbow kind of situation. Is that okay to do with a blue shirt? Like blue eyeshadow, blue eyeliner? I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Let's and I was reading on a post from someone claiming to be an eye doctor, because you know it's the internet, so you don't actually know, you know what I mean, like, but she said that it's a really bad idea to put eyeliner right exactly where I'm currently putting it, because apparently it can clog your tear ducts or something and lead to dry eye, which could explain why I have dry eye. But the damage is already done, so I'm old and I'm set in my ways. I'm not gonna change. Let's try the blue over top of it. Wait, what's happening? Come on. There we go. Okay, and then I'll do green right next to it. Whoa! What in the Sam hell? Get back in there. This might be a total fail. Can you even tell if there's a difference? Because well, maybe if you get in way closer than I'm comfortable with most people being. Okay. Don't put eyeliner on your waterline, I say, as I use 4 of them. This purple has been very disappointing for me. Like, I feel like you have a certain expectation of performance when you buy something, and it's just been nothing but a disappointment. So, I don't know. I don't have a lighter to make it go on a little faster and smoother, but just know that I'm disappointed in you. Next, I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the top. I'll skip the white though. So I'm not doing exactly the same thing. I just lied big time. But I am going to do the 3 different colors. Feeling a little bit under the weather. We've had some family health stuff going on this summer that's kept us pretty busy. Okay. This one's got an attitude problem. So I'm just a little bit run down, I think. It's nothing like terrible, but it's just a lot. So okay, so it shows up a little better on the top, I guess, but still not quite what I was hoping. So if I had a lighter, I would light the tip on fire to make it go a little more smoothly. Okay, all right. Yep, my sunscreen primer is pretty good, so I'm gonna go in really quick. First I'm going to attack the discoloration under my eyes, because I'm old now and that's how we do it. And this stuff is amazing. This is the Pixie by Petra. Wait, is that what it is? Yes. Brightening Peach Correction something. And ta-da! It's amazing. It's freaking miraculous. But it's peach, and obviously I'm not. So I will put a little, and the reason I'm doing this first is I'm going to use a powder foundation. That's what I like to use in the summer especially. I mean, most of the year I do, but especially during the summer when one tends to get hot and sweaty. It's nice to have a powder instead of a liquid foundation sliding everywhere. Okay. And got some redness going, so I like to put a little concealer just to help tone that down a little bit before I put my foundation on. I'm going to set my under eyes with, this is an ancient but it's still going, Becca under eye powder. Am I gonna do that? I am gonna do that with this little thing. Helps it get in there, and this just prevents it from creasing as much. It helps to press it in, and then the powder sets it so it doesn't crease as much. Not that it doesn't crease at all, because nothing is that amazing that it would not crease at all. That's not realistic. Don't listen to people that tell you that's true. But this does help. And currently I'm going to use two different colors of powder foundation, one in porcelain and one in fair, because I've gotten a little bit of color this summer and I'm sort of right in between each of them. That helps to even it out. So I'm just going to grab some of each. Now, I was listening to a video and they continuously said to pat it in to help make it look more smooth, make your face look more, like help the makeup look more natural on your face rather than brushing it around. And I don't know if that makes an actual difference or not, but I've been doing it. So take that for what you will. Okay. And of course this packaging is broken. Why wouldn't it be? Now that I've smoothed it all out and like evened it out, I'm just going to go in with a tiny bit of blush and bronzer. So bronzer first, and keep it like at my cheekbone and up so it acts sort of like a contour without having to take that extra step. Oh, there we go. I always do up here because I have what I lovingly refer to as a 5 head. A little bit on my nose. Anybody else think of Ozempic nosy? Okay, Just a neutral colored blush right on top of that. This one's so good. It smells like coffee. I think it might be available on Amazon. It's the Monday Feels Wet n Wild blush. It smells like the best coffee shop. Like right when you walk in, you know. Okay. All right. I'm gonna blend that together. And it is summer, so I'm gonna set that with a setting spray that's also got SPF in it. Now, I also saw another video where a makeup artist said you're supposed to twirl your brush, not just go up with it, but like kind of close your eye and twirl it. And I've been doing that, and I do feel like that makes a really big difference. So I would highly recommend. Although it does have a tendency to smear a little more under my eye or above it until it sets. So if that happens, you just wait for that to dry and then you can easily get it off. Should we do a comparison? Let's do it the old way versus the new and see if we can even tell a difference. I feel like I can tell a difference. Ah, there we go. And then you'll have to let me know which one you think actually looks better. So don't judge it by the first coat. Let's do 2 coats and see. So this one I'm just twirling the brush. Oh no. There we go. Okay. False alarm, it was just a hair. Oops. Okay, and then this one, do it the old way. Okay. I do feel like they look different, but I'm not sure which one's better. Didn't expect there to be that big a difference. So now I'll be walking around like this all day. That's fine. That's fine. That's That's fine. And I'm going to use kind of a brighter, because it is summer. Ooh, okay. Probably not that bright. Just there we go. How's that? Right. So that was a very quick get ready with me. I'll see you in the next one.